Hey, good morning, Darcy. Good morning, Scott. We are here at a place called Cobley Knob. And a week ago, I am standing in what was somebody's home. I want to give you an idea of exactly the destruction, as there are close to 85 other homes that have been destroyed. Clearly, this is the three foundations, the person's hot water heater. And as I come over here, these are clearly the stove, perhaps, no, the washing machine, the dryer, also destroyed. This is inside this home. You can get an example of what firefighters are still concerned about, even though despite the fact the local news reports, the meteorologists are saying they got a couple of inches of rain. As Sean pans down here, you can see the smoke. This is the hot spots that are still smoldering here. It is still coming up. And the firefighters will tell you that even though they got a lot of rain, the wind overnight started to dry it. There's still the potential of hot spots flaring up. In fact, our photojournalist Sean Jones is perhaps walking over one or two of them. I'm going to climb over the wall here. This is the cinder block wall again. If I could just get over it, it is starting to break apart. And now, out of the home, onto the land. Let me show you what we're seeing here. This is the trail of the fire that came through on Monday night, fueled by 80-mile-per-hour winds. You can imagine if you were living inside that home that I was just in, and you're looking at flames that must have just been roaring up this hill, just coming at your house, and you're trapped inside. As Sean comes around here, and we'll try and work with this because we have to deal with the light. We don't know why it didn't jump over, but if Sean pans off to the right, you can see there are homes here that have not been damaged. It's just the line of the fire. On the ground here, we can see a lot of other pieces of debris from inside this home when clearly it was destroyed by the fire. Coming back into the sun so that you can see me. Again, this is a resort area. It's about half an hour to 40 minutes away from where we were at the command center. And I'm told there's about 85 other homes in and around this area that have been destroyed. Many of these victims, of course, were able to make it out alive. The big concern right now is about the Summer family, John and Janet Summer from Memphis, as fire officials are trying to figure out if they've made it out alive. Certainly Facebook supporters are hoping that they have. Their three sons were taken to Nashville Medical Center. They're okay. So we're going to continue to walk around this area, find more damage that we can bring you, perhaps talk to some of the people who live in this area. Reporting in Gatlin, Tennessee, I'm Greg Coy, Fox 13 News. Folks, back over to you.
You're doing a great job out there, Greg. Again, we know that 7 people have lost their lives in this wildfire. Investigators have identified one of the victims at this point. We here, of course, in West Tennessee, in the Memphis area, we're still very concerned about the couple, John and Joan Summer, their architect. Of course, we're very concerned about their whereabouts. They're part of that missing group of people right now. But have investigators given you any type of timetable as far as how long it's going to be before we get the identities on all of the other victims?
Well, Darcy, that's really hard to say right now because we don't know exactly what the timetable is, because they're going to have a news conference at 11 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock our time. This I can tell you from contacts that I have in Memphis that have contacts here. They say some of these bodies are badly burned, very hard to be able to identify them. That's what the TBI's job is going to do. Also can tell you one of the big concerns in finding some of those people that have been missing is trying to get to some of these homes to look inside to see if anyone was trapped inside. They've only been able to get to 30% of these properties that have been destroyed. Remember, there's 70 others in this area alone. There's just 85. So that's a big concern. But getting back to the Summer family of Memphis, of course, the big concern is how, if they can find them. They want to find them alive. Certainly that's what many of the supporters on Facebook would tell you. They're still holding out hope. But for the other 6 victims confirmed dead, the big issue is how to identify them, because some of them, I'm told, may be burned beyond recognition. A gruesome thought, but that is the truth. When the fire that came here just destroyed everything in its path, including property and life.